This nigga thought that because he did certain things for people that they would not say his name and shit.
And what does that tell you? That tells you ain't part of the culture, nigga, because what do you think a nigga won't turn on you in a minute?
No.
He thought people was indebted to him.
It don't got nothing to do with being a part of the culture.
Bro, yes it does. Come on, man. No. Come on, Fly. Come on, bro. Welcome back to another episode of Uncultured Roots. I'm host 17.
It's your man HM Hersham Babu. What up? What up?
It's your man G Fly. What up, though, my babies?
And we got a jam-packed episode for y'all today. How was your brother's week, man?
It was same as last week.
It was weekend. That's the same you said last time.
That's all I ever do.
Yeah, it's getting more busy every day.
Yeah,
felt like a robot. Just keep getting up and doing shit and come home.
Yep.
Collapse.
Yep. That's the goal.
Yeah. Got that damn hamster wheel, bro.
Yeah.
All that snow and shit.
Yeah.
I'm ready for the weather to break.
Yeah, it's been cold down here. It ain't been no snow.
To hear that shit.
It's supposed to be it was like 67 yesterday, but all the rest of the weeks it was like in the 30s and 40s.
We take 30s and 40s up here.
It was like I ain't come here for that.
It's been 20s and teens up here.
Teens, shit.
Damn.
Yeah.
Yeah, man. Michigan winner. Mark your days, bitch.
Oh my God. Yeah, that's silly. All right, well, we gonna get on right up into the show. Oh man. So obviously Super Bowl happened. And I was so happy to see the Eagles kick their motherfucking ass.
Oh yeah,
very happy.
I thought it was gonna be a blowout.
Was gonna go straight.
Mahomes ain't know what to do. Refs ain't helping me.
The Eagles paid them refs like, hey, slip you a little extra.
Just let us play this with fair.
Let us play the game.
Let us shoot
make
a fair
all the bullshit calls. You know,
wipe the floor with their ass.
Mahomes was out there looking like, what the fuck, ref? Call something. Help me. Come on, man. Help me. Help us.
They only showed Taylor Swift one time. I was like, yes.
Mm-hmm. Good.
Kelsey caught one ball. I think he sounded like he want to retire now.
Good.
Like, yes. Break
Sit
that
your
shit
ass
up.
Down. Shit. I don't fuck with them.
Yeah, I was glad they didn't show her ass like that. What is this? The Taylor Swift show?
Right, exactly.
Exactly. Yeah, so, you know, and obviously you're gonna definitely get into the Super Bowl halftime performance.
Say Drake.
So all right, so what else went on in the culture? I called this one Yay Supremacy.
Oh man.
Because let me see. Let me share my screen.
Yeah, man, I seen it on Twitter before it started going in the headlines. I was like, man, somebody take this nigga phone, man. Please take this nigga phone, man.
Yeah, this comes from The Root. Say, what is it? Earlier this week, we told you that Kanye West, who now goes by Ye, bought local ad time in Los Angeles during the Super Bowl to promote the latest from his Yeezy fashion line. The ad, which was shot on his iPhone from a dentist chair, we're also confused, encouraged viewers to visit his website, where the only thing for sale was a t-shirt with a swastika on it. What is wrong with your boy?
Ain't nothing wrong with him. He doing that to stir people up.
Yeah, you want to see it
clearly. Let's see.
Thing is, though, is he gonna keep pushing the ceiling on it, and not gonna work anymore, and people gonna get tired of you.
Yeah, there you go. Yep.
Jackass.
You ain't saying nothing he don't already know. He know he a jackass.
Oh my God. What's wrong with this man? Well, I mean, damn.
Kanye know he an asshole, man.
He's an ass, man. He's an ass. And I mean, I used to, when he first came out, you know, I'm talking about when he was always around, he was still making beats and all that prior to 2004. But I'm saying when he first came out and his first album, man,
Yeah.
Jesus,
Breath of fresh air.
breath of fresh air.
So far we've come.
And then
From
look
that
at
to
this.
selling swastika
from that
shirts.
to this. You can't make this shit up, man.
I
Yeah.
don't know. Man. I guess it to a certain extent it worked for him because you
Yeah,
know
we're talking about it.
the type of rapper he is. He's not a gangster rapper.
Yeah.
So
Right.
the eyes that a gangster rapper would get, you know, it'll be because of street shit or beef or something like that. His coming from stuff like this.
I think he might have went too far, you know.
Yeah.
You pissing off the powerful people, right? So I don't know how this gonna play out for
The powerful people. I know what you're saying. You know. And I mean,
but
listen.
that's he be an asshole too. He know he pissing
Yeah, he
people
know
off.
what he know what he trying to do, but I'm like,
He know he
what's
pissing
your
people off.
game plan? What's
the exit strategy?
Yeah,
here?
exactly.
What's the curtain call? Where's the closing here? How we gonna land this plane?
Exactly.
You know, regular people, man, like us and shit. When we see this, we you know, I don't feel one way or another. I just be like, this is just him doing his shit again. But I think a lot of regular people look at it like they get all out of sorts and shit because this. He's killing two birds with one stone. Like he rousing people up and making people interested in a certain way.
Keeping his name out there.
But the main thing he's doing is he's trying to get at certain people. At a that's at a certain tier.
Yeah.
Oh, I get it.
That's his main objective. Everything else
That's
is
what I'm
just
saying,
add
like,
on to it.
If that's his objective, like, what's the end goal? Because you know when they respond and start making shit happen, like, you know, what's his strategy?
I think he get off at y'all
Just
try to do this.
poking at
I
him.
beat you again. Like you took my money before, and I came back and I beat you again. Like you're not gonna get rid of me. I think he get a kick out of coming back. You know,
They gonna have somebody come out of left field with a lawsuit like Kanye raped me back in 2012.
they already tried that.
they gonna get his ass.
It didn't go nowhere. But it was like some chick. I thought I saw something, and then it just disappeared. It disappeared. Some girl said something.
You saw they
put
dropped
that-
They
Go
dropped a lawsuit that was against Jay-Z.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I felt like that was some bullshit.
It was.
It's a money grab. It sounded like it.
Yeah.
The thing is, though, I don't see anybody. Mad Skills has said it on Twitter too, or X or whatever motherfuckers gonna call that shit. But Mad Skills, it was like, yeah, I don't see all the uproar, everybody quiet now that the lawsuit. Y'all wasn't doing this when the lawsuit was on him and stuff like that. And I agree with him. I retweeted.
You're ready to tear him down.
Yep, I retweeted and say, people who do that, they want to see the fall of people and all that, and it's just because
especially
they
our
got
people.
nothing
I don't get it.
They ain't got nothing going on in their life.
Tear down our own people.
Yeah.
Quick as hell. So.
They just ain't got nothing going on in their own life, and they just ain't happy.
Yeah.
Yeah. I mean, you rise to fall. That's how I look at it. You get to the top only to fall the fuck off. Nobody stays there. It's you have to make room for new people to get to the mountaintop. That's how it always goes, and it just depends on your decline. It depends on how you fall. You can have a soft landing, or or a rough one.
It's a difference between just falling off, like not being popular no more, and motherfuckers trying to send you to prison.
Well, that's what I'm trying to convey in terms of a rough landing is you're going out being labeled a pedo, or you're going out because they're trying to say, oh, you sexually assaulted me, or this, that, and the third. And don't get me wrong, I don't put nothing past any human being on this planet.
Right.
But there are certain people where I'm just like, come on, I'm not even getting this type of vibe or energy from this person. Like, come on, this person don't even look like they capable of it. And looks can be deceiving. Like I said, I don't put nothing past nobody. But I mean, let's call a spade a spade. I mean, when they was talking about Bill Cosby back in the day, and saying he was, slipping plenty of Mickeys and women drinks and pills, and that, it's like he didn't have to do that if that was the case. They trying to say, oh, well, that was a well-known secret in Hollywood circles and whatever and whatnot. So it's like, well, if it was a well-known secret,
how you know,
amongst y'all folks, that means there was plenty more of y'all doing much worse.
It right.
It ain't no secret, man. A secret is something that nobody know.
That's what I'm getting at. It's like I ain't gonna go. We got plenty of show. I'm not gonna go too far because that's a whole box of worms on its own. Yeah. So, all right. So, in the second thing, part of the culture, which was very, excuse me, which was very unfortunate this week. 2 children freeze to death in Detroit.
Yeah, it's horrible.
A lot of people were talking about this, and it's pretty damn sad.
Yeah.
2 children freeze to death in a van at Detroit casino, police say. Yeah. 2 children froze to death Monday morning while spending the night in a van that was parked at a Detroit casino garage, police said. 3 other children in the van, ages 11, 9, and 4, were evaluated at the hospital and appeared to be okay, police said. The family arrived at the parking garage of Detroit's Hollywood Casino at Greektown around 1 a.m. Monday, said Detroit Police Captain Nathan Duda. They had been living in a van, which the mother had navigated to the 9th floor of the Hollywood Casino parking structure and parked. At some point, the vehicle ran out of gas. The children's mother called a family member around noon when she noticed one child was not breathing, Duda said. When the family member arrived, she noticed a second child had stopped breathing. The family member transported both children, ages 9 and 2, to Children's Hospital, where they were pronounced dead. Child Protective Services is handling the other children. I could keep reading, but the whole thing is just,
it's a sad situation.
Like, what was the mom? She was in the car the whole time?
I mean,
yeah, they didn't really say whether she was there or not.
All they were saying was that she reached out to the dad, and he was saying that he couldn't get the kids because of work and whatever. He didn't have nobody to watch them because he had to work or whatever. And he say, he basically was saying she could have reached out to his family, and and that's a lot of, I've seen some. I didn't want to take any videos from it because I've seen people have their perspective, and it's just a sad story that I'm like, people are going to feel the way they're going to feel. People are going to have their perspective on it. Everybody's not going to agree. And at the bottom line of all of this is 2 children are no longer here because nobody cared enough. This is the problem that I have.
They didn't care enough to do the right thing.
Well, not even that.
The mother and the father.
That and homeless shelters saying they don't take families and all of this stupid nonsense. Yes, that was a part of it. So I'm just like, I just don't. I don't. It gets cold up here. Like families are not. We shouldn't be wanting anybody to fucking freeze to death out here. It's
Why
dangerously
don't they take
cold outside.
families? I don't get why don't they take families?
Right.
They've got their reasons. I'm not here to speak on their behalf, but at the end of the day, I'm just saying we have so much in this country that drives us apart. We forget to see the humanity in people.
Yeah.
We got all this shit that makes us look at each other and not like each other for our political views or how you feel about certain topics or subjects or whatever. Everybody takes shit to heart and then forget that we're humans. At the end of the day, we are humans. And these two children they didn't need to go out like that.
Yeah.
Somebody could have did something. I mean, Jesus, children, for Christ's sake.
At the end of the day, did she tell the dad that she didn't have nowhere to go, or was she just saying
he was basically saying she didn't?
That's
he
the
was
thing.
just saying how
I'm
she
sure if
posed
she
it.
said we ain't got nowhere to go, he would have said, "Bring him here. I'll call off work or whatever." Yeah.
Yeah. Everything that I've seen so far has indicated that she didn't tell him that.
Yeah.
But it's a game of he said, she said.
Yeah.
And I'm not, I don't know. I wasn't there. And at the end of the day, I don't give a damn one way or the other. The point is, something
should have been in place.
Dad, shelter, somebody should have had a heart somewhere and just be like, damn, let's get these people off the street. It's cold as fuck. We can't have,
can't have babies in the. Yeah, that's crazy.
All the money that's made in this country, and we can't get this homeless shit under control. I ain't gonna go on no tirade about it, but I talk about this stuff all the time, and that's my biggest problem with capitalism. People are, I can make my money. It's all me.
Yeah.
It's like, but what about the collective? Because if you making hordes and hordes of wealth, and everybody else at the bottom or around you is starving, you start to look like Target. You start to look like fresh meat.
Yeah.
So I personally would not want to be the only person on my block with a job.
Yeah, hell no. The only person doing well, you definitely won't be doing well for long.
That's my point. Like, it doesn't make sense. Like, there's not enough security to protect me from hordes of people who's like, you in there hoarding money, food, all the things you need to live, and we out here living in our cars and shopping carts and boxes and in and out of shelters and all types of inhumane shit.
Yeah.
I just can't. I guess, as much as I don't necessarily care for people, I'm not a people person per se, but hell no, I'm not for watching nobody struggle and die. I'm not for that shit, man. I don't like that shit. And especially people who look like us. I don't give a fuck how people feel about it.
It shouldn't be no shelter that'll turn away kids in the winter.
Thank you.
And if that's the case, that there is shelters that do that, then she definitely should have had them there.
I get that. I get that these places and these shelters have, rooms, and you don't have a certain amount of rooms, but at a certain point, make a cot on the floor. It's still a warm building.
Yeah.
Hey, bro, we ain't got no more rooms for you, but hey, we can
lay
make some spots on the floor.
Exactly.
Get you off the street.
Yeah.
You can come in and sleep in here for the night. Like, damn, it ain't a corner in the building. They can't come.
Yeah. That sounds like some bullshit.
I don't know, man. Whatever. People, they're going to feel whatever fucking way they want to feel, man. Shit just inhumane to me. I was trying not to. I was keeping up with the story a little bit, but then it's like, it was just heartbreaking. I'm like, man, I got kids. You got kids. Fly has nieces and nephews. Like, that. No, man, they kids, man.
At the end of the day, if I got to give my kids up, I'm going to give them up so they can be in a better shape. You know what I'm saying?
Exactly.
And sacrifice that. And just go through it on my own.
I know.
They failed.
So many people failed them kids.
Yeah. They failed these kids, man. Yeah. That's all it really sums up to is everybody failed those kids.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like, as a parent, I know they blaming each other, but somebody could have found some way.
Yep.
You know what I mean? Could have found some way. And as far as these places where they couldn't get these kids in the parent room, because I know they're not gonna want to take the kids by themselves because they need somebody there that's gonna watch over them, because a lot of things happen to kids in these type of places. So I can see why they say they don't want a family, because if you just take the kids and not take the parent, then they'll be on the hook for something happening to these kids, I guess. But
that's why I was curious why they say they don't want a family. Why they don't accept families.
I think I'm assuming that it's more from a room standpoint.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Like, they probably don't have no room, and if they had enough to bring the kids, but they not gonna take them without their parent, because then they be on the hook for if something happened to them. You know what I mean? But these people everybody failed them. Everybody failed them.
Yeah.
And they need to do something better, man, because just a while ago, all kind of people that wasn't from this country just came in the country and they had somewhere to stay. And you telling me that these kids, they from here, born and raised here, and they died not having nowhere to stay in Michigan, man. For people who don't know, who live it somewhere else, it is unforgiving.
Yeah. The winners,
I done drove to work in a car with no heat for years. And the only heat I had in that car is from the engine. So I know it's cold. I know it's cold. It's stuff like this that made me pray for people on the street when they get cold like this.
Yeah, well,
I'm sorry that happened to them children, man.
Yeah, we all are, and it just, I don't know. It ain't really much more I could say about it, because it ain't, it's out of our hands, and it's just one of those things that could have easily been prevented, and they, like you said, everybody even close to this situation failed those kids. So
I'm sure she could have just went into the casino and said, "Hey, we freezing."
They ain't gonna allow them kids in. I don't think
they ain't gonna allow the kids in there.
I mean, they would have called some help or some, somebody to come get them.
Oh yeah.
I mean, they would have probably allowed them to go to not the actual casino, but like the food court area.
Somewhere
like something
out
like
the
that.
Cold.
But,
it depends, man, because if it's some people probably would help them, and some people were like, well, shit, I don't want to get in trouble, lose my job for bringing people who ain't supposed to be in here, and they're not doing nothing, they not buying nothing, and you know how people can be.
That goes back to his point of humanity. He's like,
exactly.
That's what I'm saying. These kids are freezing.
Yeah,
I'm gonna let them in.
It's so hard out here. It's so hard. It's hard out here, and people don't want to lose their jobs. This is why I'm saying how it's when everything's fucked up outside of people, like when the economy is miserable and people trying to hold on to that, it makes it hard for people to have a humanity, because they trying to say they self so bad.
Right.
And that's the culture. That's the culture that America's created, with capitalism and individualism and every man for themselves. Pull yourself up by your bootstraps. It's not about the collective. They don't have these problems in other countries. They don't. And it's I mean, it's not like it is here. I'm not saying there ain't no homeless nowhere on the planet, but what I'm saying is it's not as pervasive. It's not as overlooked as it is here.
There's a lot of places that do better.
Yeah,
with handling that situation.
Yeah. All right. Well, we'll move on, because that's sad. It's this whole sad situation.
Sad, depressing.
Yeah.
Yep. All right. Well, we're going to get to the roots of the show. And we got to talk about the Super Bowl hate. And you know what I'm talking about. The blackest Super Bowl they've ever had.
One of the blackest cities.
In one of the blackest cities. I don't quite get what they were doing there. I don't quite get it. But I know it was for them. I don't think it was for me. Yeah, that kind of shit. It's all right. I got some clips lined up.
Is that hate?
Huh?
Is that hate?
Oh no, I was just that ain't the hate part.
That wasn't really hate. That was just the
voicing their opinion.
I don't understand it.
I don't like it because I don't understand it.
Man, they want Tom Jones out there.
All right, so
not unusual.
Oh man,
Brooks.
The halftime show was awful.
I didn't like halftime.
The worst halftime ever.
What a nightmare. I kept sitting there saying, maybe I just don't get this guy. This guy, Kendall Lamar, and he won all these Grammys.
It was so bad, Jimmy Carter came back to life just to turn off the TV.
Bro, I couldn't understand a word that was being said.
It was hard to make out what was actually being said.
So bad, Trump was hoping someone would shoot him in the ear again.
Kendrick Lamar's 12 minutes of rap was basically a musical grudge match. For me, it wasn't mass appeal. The music itself is not broad enough or well known enough to reach generations.
Now that Trump's president, we have someone like Willie Nelson at halftime.
Let's put Carrie Underwood and Reba and Morgan Wallen. Let them have a go at it.
A full-on Trump rally for the halftime show. Morgan Wallen or Zach Bryan plays his 2 or 3 songs. Trump comes out with an executive desk, signs 5 executive orders, and Shane Gillis takes us out with a 5-minute set. Best halftime show ever.
Yeah.
Boy, they really feel like it.
They are such fanboys of this guy, man.
They
like, what they gonna do when he gone? Like,
that's their savior.
Like he's like the Messiah.
Because they everything because he's president now. It's like
right.
That's because he's president don't mean that you get your way all the damn time.
Man, I ain't never seen nothing like this.
Nah, this is the first time ever.
So even he showed up to the Super Bowl, which they said no president has ever done that.
Yeah.
So for the detractors, and I seen a lot of people saying this about how Kendrick, not Kendall Lamar, about how Kendrick was like making it sort of political. And I heard a white woman say this, was like, well, what's more political than the president of the United States coming to the Super Bowl? Mm-hmm. What's more political than that? Basically, your fat ass could have watched it from your home. You didn't have to be there. And I didn't take down a lot because I got the video, but I didn't incorporate it into the show. But when he went out there and they were booing him, and he was like, "Fuck you, you traitor, traitor!" This white dude screaming his lungs out, just "You fucking traitor!" Fuck. He was just going nuts. I'm like, man, pray for his vocal cords because
they was booing Trump.
Huh?
They was booing Trump.
They was booing him. They
so
drowned it out.
What? Trump posted that they was booing Taylor Swift.
Nope.
He tried to spin it.
They were not booing me.
They was booing him.
They were booing Taylor Swift.
They were booing Taylor.
I've seen.
She made the Chiefs lose. I had some of my money on them. They didn't do it. They didn't bring it home like they should have.
Yeah, a lot of people lost money on that Super Bowl. I'm happy y'all bastards lost too.
Yeah.
But I mean, okay, I'm not qualified enough to go into a full-on breakdown because there's a sister and I took the video down, so I'm like, we might talk about this on the show at some point about the Super Bowl conspiracy, about how she broke that whole thing down. She got different parts of it. So I got the first part, and I'm like, I might go back, but it's like a 6-minute long video, so it'll be something that we have to break down over time. But like it was the blackest Super Bowl. I said this in one of my TikToks I did this week. Blackest Super Bowl I've seen, best Super Bowl halftime show I've seen.
Right time, but the wrong guy.
Right time, but the wrong guy. Beautiful message, beautiful words, and the whole thing. The whole thing, I want to perform their favorite song, but you know they like to sue. That was beautiful. It was beautiful. You know, the whole lead up to it.
He knew
To
he was
Serena
doing.
dancing and
he
everything. I mean, it was
perform
just,
that damn song.
All this shit was playing.
oh yeah.
All this shit was playing, man. He ain't get on there like, well, I think I'm putting it out the back like right now. Like, no, he knew he was gonna do that shit before he leaked that the itinerary because everybody's looking at it like, oh, maybe he's not gonna do it. No, he leaked it to get you riled up. Maybe think he's not gonna do it so he could bring a surprise that he's gonna do the song. I knew he was gonna do it.
And the beautiful part, like, you know, when it was done, you know, turn his TV off, game over.
Game
the
over.
final nail in the coffin for your ass, boy. And like, I don't fuck with Drake. Like, I don't care. Like, I don't fuck with him. I'm not saying that because he's down. Like, I never fuck with this guy.
What this nigga do?
Nobody has ever heard me fuck with him.
What this nigga do to you, dog? The hate for this nigga.
He don't even know I exist.
The hate that this nigga got for this nigga.
He don't know why I exist. And
I
that's
know
fine.
that,
Like,
but I'm saying, like, you like, oh, boy, y'all should see him in the groove. And like, yeah, fuck this nigga. I'm like, no, what he do to you, dog?
Hey, that's group business. Don't put all that out there. You know.
I ain't saying that you ain't saying right now.
Nah, but I mean, everybody know me. I don't sugarcoat shit. I don't fuck with him.
Yeah.
Like, I don't, because my whole thing is, am I saying that he's not a talented artist? No, I'm not saying that. Like, I'm not saying he's not a talented artist. I just say I don't care for him. It was the same thing with Lil Wayne. Like, I was never a fan of Lil Wayne. I never liked Lil Wayne. But could Wayne rap his motherfucking ass off? Of course.
Yes, sir.
I've always said, oh no, Wayne can rap. He got bars out the ass, and he occasionally comes with some good songs. But do I like him as a artist, as a rapper? Do I like? No, I don't care for him. But I'm not one. I like you were saying on one of the previous episodes how you could separate the two. I could separate whatever disdain or dislike I may have for somebody, but still able to recognize their talent, because we all know how hard it is to do this shit. Like, I mean, to do it
consistently.
Not only consistently,
on a level.
Right, not at a lollipop level, not at a level to where it's like you're not making bubblegum music, you're not making music to where it's like no substance. You know, all three of us have made music throughout the years with substance, and Wayne he's made some music with substance. I can't sit up here and say he hasn't, but he's like he's a rapper. He's like, hey, I'm gonna give you bars. I'm gonna bar you to death. You know, and that was just his style, and ain't shit wrong with it, because that's a part of the culture. That's the beautiful part of the culture. So many avenues, so many lanes, so many different dynamics that go into play with art.
Everybody not gonna
yeah,
always, but I think he did good. I think Kendrick did good.
He did great.
At first, I was kind of like afraid for a little bit because the energy in there didn't seem right. I don't know if how the mics was or what, but it sounded like they wasn't into the performance in the beginning. It didn't sound like it, and I was like, oh shit,
building up at the end.
Yeah.
Well,
I was like, oh shit, like is they feeling it or not? Like, but then he kind of got in it. And by the time the A minor came up, it was like
everybody was singing
that shit was rocking. Whole Superdome, A minor.
The amount of videos that I saw of white people reacting, because I was looking I was looking for videos, because I'm like, I want to do it for the show. I was looking for the worst. I'm like, the fuck is this? The fuck you put this fucking nigger on here for? What the fuck is he talking about? I was looking for those type of videos. I'm like, I know y'all gonna be ignorant enough to post the shit, but most of the stuff I was,
young people ain't.
Well, that's what I'm saying.
That clip
most of the ones that I found,
people.
Yeah, most of the ones that I found weren't. But it was some old people. I saw some old white people that was like some older white ladies that's like in the nursing home was like, nah, that shit was spot on. Like. That was where it's at. Like America needs to be told about itself.
Yeah.
You know, it's like, so a lot of them are starting to wake up to this shit. You know what I'm saying? And I actually believe Trump's got a lot to do with that, where it's like, hey man,
They even
you
see
make
this
us all
going too
look
far.
bad.
Yeah.
You making us look bad, man. You know, I see a lot of white people complaining about the shit. Of course, you're gonna see some black people complaining about it. But one of the other videos I got is a black man saying how he didn't like the Super Bowl performance.
Oh, I seen a lot of that.
Yeah,
I seen
and
a lot of
I'm
that on
like,
Twitter.
yeah, I'm like, oh, okay, so black people didn't like the shit, and you know, there was clearly a message. He was telling, you know, a story about America, and 40 acres in the mule. What do you say? 40 acres in the mule. This is bigger than the music, or something like that.
Mm-hmm.
I might be butchering the line, but yes, this anything with Kendrick is obviously bigger than what it appears. And then what ended up happening is, once he's done with whatever he's doing, everybody scrambles to do a breakdown about the deeper meaning about what the fuck it was, because you know how he moves. He don't do nothing by accident. He thinks a lot of shit through. That's what I appreciated about his artistry. That's what makes it great.
Both of them do. I think these people didn't like Kendrick because it was too much message for them and not enough him trying to well, not necessarily pop. They wanted entertaining.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah,
Like
they want to be
they
pacified.
didn't want
Yeah,
they didn't want edutainment.
Yeah, they just wanted the big popular songs.
Yeah, I mean they got the most popular one, but they didn't really care.
Not to them. They don't care about
I mean, I've heard all kind of stuff. Like, you know, it's people that's done with the beef. They tired. They tired of all of the shit. So they didn't really care about the not like us. But he decided to do it by telling us, you know what I mean, putting a message in there. And a lot of people who want to see that Super Bowl, they was looking for some more entertaining.
Yeah.
And
but it still got the most views. It was like the most watched.
Yeah, they said it was the most watched.
Show.
Yeah.
So it's like
it had the effect it was supposed to have. It definitely.
I mean, in my mind, there was no way it wasn't gonna be there, because everybody's waiting to see if he's gonna play that record.
Yeah.
Everybody was waiting to see what he was gonna do with that.
Yeah.
So I knew, you know, of course.
Is you really gonna do it?
He kept on teasing him, man. You know, kept on teasing him, then he just let the bullet go.
Right.
Yeah, that's beautiful. That's how you do it.
Well, you know.
And then I was wondering if he was going to skip saying his name about the suing. And he looked at the camera.
The camera said, "Yeah,
hey Drake." Like,
hey Drake. Now he didn't mention the pedo line, but you know, I don't blame him for that, because it's like,
he did. They blurted it out.
Yeah, I thought he did.
They blurted it out.
No, I thought it was like I thought it did that little scream.
They blurted it out. He said it.
Oh.
Listen, man, Glasses Below said that Glasses Below said that nigga's mean. He ain't no nice ass guy like y'all say he is, and I believe him.
He's not.
Because
He's not
nice
nice
niggas don't
all.
know how to act. It's been history of Compton niggas not knowing how to act, and I don't put it past Kendrick. I think he's probably a dope person for real. But he got us out of here where he gonna
get on his bad side.
Yeah.
You, in other words, you had to survive in that environment, which means you had to adapt. So of course you got some side to you. Like us growing up in Detroit, we all got a side to us that you like, nigga, we had to adapt.
You want to turn it on, right?
Exactly. Yeah. What you see us on now is you getting we grown, we matured.
Yeah.
You know, we ain't in the hood no more. It's like, okay, we can kind of let up off the gas and be a little easy. You know what I'm saying?
And that's what Glasses was trying to say about him. It was like, man, what y'all getting is a nigga trying to get his shit together.
Exactly.
And I was like, yeah. Yeah, that sounds about right. But I don't think people understand LA like that. Or Southern California like that. The gang culture is so entrenched.
Yeah, it's different.
And it's synonymous with with that whole area. It's just if you took the,
You can't avoid it.
yeah, it's like, man, you can't. It's almost like you can't divide it. It's like one and the same damn near. It's like, so you gonna hear references, game references in there, and it to him it's not like a game reference. It's just like it's just slang from around the way, I guess.
Yeah, it's part of who he is, and that's why I said the whole thing was magnificent in my eyes. Yes, I'm biased. Yes, I've always been a Kendrick fan. I love the brother's music, even if I don't listen to all of it. I know he dropping some gems. I know he making something to make me think, and that's the kind of music I like. A lot of people like music to just kind of tune out, and I get it. I don't knock nobody for that. I don't knock nobody who want to be pacified, because life is hard, you know, and there's no telling what nobody's dealing with in their average life. So I can understand, because what do I do to pacify myself? I play video games. I eat. That's why I'm fat as hell now. That's why I'm you know, but you know, I'm working on it, because boat. I gotta work on it. I'm working on it. I'm looking dead into the camera, so you know I'm working on it. I'm working on it, boy.
We got a rematch coming,
man. I'm working on it, you know. So I'm probably not gonna win the bet, but you know, because you started before me, and this was spur of the moment. I didn't know this was happening, so but okay. But anyway, that's neither here nor there. But I understand people who want to be pacified. I understand people who like Drake. You know what I'm saying? I just ain't one of them. You know, I don't fuck with him.
He put out an album with a Party Next Door.
It went #1.
It sound like he took Kendrick's advice. He was like, I don't like when you rap tough. He put out a whole singing album.
Hey,
nah, he was rapping on there.
He rapped on there? I guess I didn't make it all the way.
It sounded like he sent like a slight little shot in there too.
Yeah, I think he sent a couple shots, but it wasn't like nothing.
What do you mean?
Serious.
You think? Of course, that's in his DNA. That's what this fucker's always done. You know what I mean? I ain't listening to that shit. Like, I ain't getting no spins from me.
I got to like number 6, and it was just all just singing Drake shit, and I was like,
hey man, that's his lane.
Kind of cut it off.
That's his lane. That's his bag. Ain't nothing wrong with it. I ain't knocking it. Do what works for you.
I mean, I like some of it, but it's like now it's just like, I don't know. It's different. It's like it's all the same. It's like it's nothing like unique about it. It's like
I think that album was rushed.
Like an AI or something or made it or some shit. That's what it sounds like.
I ain't gonna take it. I ain't gonna say that now. I ain't gonna like take that.
From what I heard,
go ahead, Hirsch.
It sounded like it was like, hey, make a Drake sounding album with AI.
Yeah.
I'll take.
Go ahead and put it out there.
I'll take somebody. Oh, T-Pain. T-Pain said it sound like they had leftover songs from each. One of they, and they said jump on this, jump on that, and they did it like that. So it might have been rushed, in my opinion.
It wasn't nothing like. I mean, coming after a big moment like that, a big battle like that, you supposed to come with something classic to make everybody forget about it.
His
you know,
confidence
it
shook,
depends,
man.
It depends. It depends
his
on
confidence was shook.
His confidence
that's
shook.
subjective. That's subjective though. Because it might be some people who feel like that was a good album.
Yeah,
I ain't even heard the shit, but I'm just gonna assume.
And again, I only listened to like the first 5 tracks, so I can't. It was like 22 on there, but I cut it off after
that. Okay, Drake. I think he should after the battle. He should have bagged out.
Yeah, he should have. Went back in his bag.
Went out, not getting in the studio. Don't go in the studio.
Oh, you
right
mean
now.
take some time away?
Take time off and come back with a plan, with a whole different.
But he would have had to come back with a classic though, or something really solid.
Well, if he took time, he would make a classic.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Yeah,
because the thing is, the issue is, man, after a battle, did you let it get to your mental? To where you feel like you can't make shit, or did it just fuck you up and now your mental shot and you can't make anything and you gotta finagle some shit?
I think his mind was shot.
I mean, it. How could it not be? Everybody across the world at the Grammys and everything calling you a pedophile. Like,
I think his mind was shut.
I mean,
the toughest mentally person still gonna be shook a little bit. Like, man,
but you got. I mean, nobody's not gonna not get shook. It's how you bounce back.
Right.
Absolutely.
Because you're gonna get shook. There's no such thing as life without fear and shit. Like, fear is there and it's always gonna be there. How do you bounce back? That's the question for him. How do you bounce back? Jay was the biggest nigga. Ether got him.
Yeah.
There is no question about that.
Right.
But he ate that shit.
He ate it and kept going.
And it's almost like he ain't ever took an L.
Yeah, yep.
He need to do that. He need to study that. And then come back and do what you do. But don't,
because
he's still the biggest. He's still one of the biggest out there. He's still selling. And, you know, people going to be saying, I mean, you can say whatever about UMG and paying for streams or bots or whatever the fuck. But if you look at that touring, that nigga is...
He's still selling out.
Selling out the house. So you got to look at that. You can't look at what UMG, what they do with them bots. Look at who coming to them shows.
Yeah.
But to be fair, to touch on, to basically look at it, because I look at it like this. Yeah, like y'all were trying to say in the message, you know, like, of course, that's still going to be there. I mean, okay, well, look at his track record.
Mm-hmm.
He has been out for over a decade. He's been on top for a long time. And personally, I do think the machine behind him helped him get to those heights. I don't think he did it by himself. I'm just gonna call it what it is. And
that's why they're paying him.
Well, but I'm saying
to keep going.
When you establish that kind of track record, and you've been putting out songs like that and doing all these features and putting people on and all of that. Like I say, when you do that and you have that fan base that's solidified and established, then you're going to lose some when you take a L like the way you did, but you're not going to lose your entire fan base. I know that. Nobody's naive to this. You know, it's like, you're going to still sell out shows because people are still going to be nostalgic about your music, and you've developed that fandom over the years by all the things you put out, all the videos, all the stupid ass tweets you make, all the music you put out. So of course you're gonna have that solidified. But Kendrick had the same thing, and it's just the way Kendrick went at him. His fan base got to be a little louder because it's like even if it's not the same amount of people, even if Drake
Kendrick
still has more,
the energy
and the momentum was on Kendrick's side because it's like you poked the bear. Oh, what's wrong? It's taking you 17 days to drop something every week. You poking the bear. When you gonna drop? You know, drop. Give me 50. Oh, you dropping all this dumb shit. You know what I'm saying?
Both of these niggas are poking at each other. I don't know why why we don't keep on saying this shit.
Hey, because I'm not going to ever advocate on his behalf. I'm biased. I told you that.
I'm gonna keep it 100%. These niggas was playing with each other.
Yeah.
Let's stop the bullshit. These niggas was playing with each other.
Drake gave him some of his first big records.
They was doing this shit under the table.
Yeah.
The whole time. They playing with each other, throwing shit under the table.
The interviews
it wasn't
and shit.
until Control where it started coming to a head.
Yeah.
And Drake got in his feelings like a little bitch because he mentioned people's name. Oh, you mentioned my name. Man, shut the fuck up. You ain't exempt, nigga. Like the fuck? You think you so prissified, so sissified, you think can't nobody say your motherfucking name? Fuck out of here, man. I ain't fucking with that soft ass nigga, man. This
nigga thought that because he did certain things for people that they will not say his name and shit.
And what does that tell you? That tells you ain't part of the culture, nigga. Because what do you think a nigga won't turn on you in a minute?
No.
He thought people was indebted to him.
It don't got nothing to do with being a part of the culture.
Bro, yes, it does. Come on, man. No. Come on, Fly. Come on, bro. You mean to tell me? Out of all these rappers that's out here now, that niggas ain't never been on the same team and turned against each other for whatever reason?
Niggas do that shit all the time. Fan bases do that all the time. Listen, I done told y'all 100 times during this whole thing with doing this podcast, motherfuckers will turn on you. Once you get a certain point, people will turn on you. It ain't got nothing to do with hip hop. This got something to do with how people are just wired. When you get to a certain space and you win too much, people will turn on you.
Too long.
I done told you. And I said this before, the example before, 50. How people don't like 50 like they used to. When he was the biggest nigga, nobody done had a debut like a 50 Cent since Snoop when he first came out. And people who wasn't around when Snoop came out, this nigga was the biggest thing since Shoestrings. Am I lying? Am I lying?
I'm still trying to get what you're getting at because you said a certain word.
I'm about to get there.
Okay.
So, 51 so much, people are like, I'm tired of this nigga. Now they looking for something else. We dealing with people who don't even got a short attention span anyway.
Let me ask you something. When you mention people, are you talking about the fans or the artists?
No, we're talking about fans. And then artists. And also
I wasn't talking about the fans. I was talking about the artists.
Because some of the artists are fans too.
That's true. Yeah, but I'm saying my perspective wasn't talking about the fans.
Some people will knock you out of position because they feel like they can win. And did Drake do some shit to ASAP to where he felt like he had to jump in that battle where it was like 10-1? Maybe he did do something behind the scenes. See, the fuck shit that Drake do behind the scenes that be giving people, stuff we don't know. But I'm not gonna advocate for that. You know what I'm saying? Right. I'm not gonna advocate for those things because if you do some fuck shit and them niggas get a chance to get at you, they gonna do it.
Right.
But as far as people turn on you, they will turn on you because they get tired. Now, this is why Kendrick win, because he had a fan base where it's more about influence within the culture. Where Drake, the machine helped him also, the machine helped Kendrick also, but it helped Drake to where Drake, most of his fan base is people where it's popular music. And what's popular music, like what I was saying in the text message, is that when you sell records like that, it's diehard fans, and then it's people who like things that's popular. What Drake is about to start witnessing is people who Fairfeather fans gonna start dropping off. And his real fans is gonna be one that's gonna hold him the rest of his career.
Okay. Because where the conversation was going was we were talking about when Kendrick mentioned his name in Control.
Yeah.
And I was talking about, you think you're too good to not be mentioned. And for one, he didn't for one, when Kendrick was mentioning it, he didn't literally take a shot like I'm dissing all of y'all. He's saying this is competition. I want to be better than all of y'all. I'm trying to shut all y'all down.
It go like again. Glasses said, this nigga is not no darling.
Okay. So, I'm saying, but you made the statement of saying he assumed because of how much I did for you that you wouldn't do this. And I'm saying, how do you?
Because these niggas, because what happened with these niggas is all three of them. You ain't never seen it to a point where three niggas at the same time is held at high regard at the same time as being like number one, all sharing number one damn near.
I mean, we kind of had it.
We didn't.
Because it was Tupac and Biggie, and then it was Jay and Nas.
But
no, I'm talking about in terms of sales in the early 2000s. Even Jay-Z said it. It was Jay, Nelly, and M.
As far as sales, who is the number one nigga at this rap shit? Because niggas was not putting Nelly in the conversation of rap.
No, not a rap.
Who's the king of hip hop?
I agree with you.
Nobody put.
Not at all.
That's why I strictly said sales.
Nothing
That's
from
why I
Nelly
strictly said
because
sales.
I ain't taking nothing from Nelly because Nelly is really he really that nigga because he came out of nowhere and made his way.
And made a whole different sound, yeah.
It made a whole different sound. He came out of nowhere. He didn't have support. He didn't have a Dr. Dre. Nobody bought him in. He came on his own.
I agree
so
with
shout
that.
out to him. But the thing is,
with
we never had where it's three niggas that everybody's saying these are the three-headed monster niggas that's running shit. And they all was cool with being the three niggas until Kendrick did Control.
He said, "No, I'm number one."
I'm trying to, but I'm this is what I'm trying to understand. This is what I'm trying to get at. I don't understand the mindset of this. If the fans are propping us up, let's say it's three of us right now. Let's say the fans was propping us up. Let's say all three of us wasn't as close as we were, like as we are now. Let's say we just, we some niggas who all grew up in different spots. Everybody like our music separately. They think that the three of us, the top three. Okay, cool. I'm a little bit more vocal than y'all are. So let's say I play the role of Kendrick. If I'm saying my goal is to be better than Hirsch and Fly, hell, we say this amongst ourselves when we do songs together. I'm not finna let none of you niggas kill me on my own shit. You know what I'm saying? We joke and talk about that amongst ourselves. So I'm trying to understand, how could you not, if you're Drake, how could you not possibly think in your mind that this person who is competing with you, trying to sell records, trying to get more fans, who explained it in Control, I'm trying to take your fans from you. I'm trying to make sure your fans never hear not one noun of verb from you niggas. How can you in your right mind, before that verse even dropped, not understand that this is competition? We may be cool, but this is comp. We are cool, but this is comp.
He had a little bit of a big head. He had a big head, and he underestimated.
That's true.
That's what I'm saying. How
but
can you?
I guess this nigga felt like he didn't get the memo. Like, nigga, what? But this is why all the OGs, when they was talking about this whole situation before the shit started heating up between all three of them, people was like, man, y'all niggas too close together.
Yeah, this is somebody's supposed to be the
y'all too close together. Y'all should respect each other, but y'all niggas too friendly.
Listen,
too friendly.
See,
I agree,
and this is what
I think we know who the alpha is now.
This is why I can't.
Yeah. Well, we know clearly now.
This is why I can't say. This is why I can't say that. This nigga felt a way because he probably was under the thing. Oh, we still on this cool shit because till then these niggas was like these.
Yeah.
At least in front of everybody. At least in front of everybody, it was acting like that. But I guess what I'm trying
to say, Fly. I am not one to proclaim to be heavy into our culture. I've said this openly about. I felt like the culture didn't accept me. I feel like the culture rejected me, but I didn't reject the culture. What I'm getting at is, I grew up in the culture, and even I understood this is competition. No matter how friendly this shit is, no matter how friendly we are, this shit is competition. I'm just trying to get the audience to understand my position. How in the fuck could you not think? You don't know Cole. You didn't know Kendrick. You didn't know none of these niggas prior to getting on. How in the fuck can you think, oh, we friends, so how? I don't understand
the audience ain't gonna get to understand this shit. Because half of these niggas that's tuned in to battle, they not thinking about this shit like somebody who doing this shit or gotta understand.
Yeah,
I'm telling you,
that's a good point. That's a good point.
These are people. These are like man.
Just fans.
These are people. Half of these people that's into the battle is not the skin color.
Like,
most people who buy and stream records is not this color. These are also the people who prop up the drill shit and talk about snitching and all this shit, and they don't know half of what they talking about.
Yeah.
So when a beef is coming like this, they all into the shit. Listen, man.
I'm laughing for a different reason. I'm laughing that this cold conversation drifted into this shit. We're supposed to be talking about the Super Bowl 8, and this shit just went completely.
Listen, congratulations to Kendrick.
Damn.
Drake, fall back, regroup.
Yeah, regroup. Come
you
back
ain't
out
really lost.
Or just fall back. You ain't
good
even gotta
music.
regroup. Just fall back and stay there.
Fall back
Fall back
indefinitely.
and
Yeah, go to Hawaii. Or go to some fucking tropical island somewhere, nigga, and just live your light-skinned life, nigga.
He's still half a brother, so I'm not gonna tear down or hate on him.
I don't give a fuck if he was completely black, nigga. Fall back. That's how I look at it.
Regroup, nigga. And you ain't really lost too much. It's all about perception.
No, I give you that. He ain't lost a lot. He ain't lost a lot. I give him that. As hard as I am on him, he ain't really lost that much.
What I'm worried
still
about
rich, still popular.
What I'm worried about is if Universal get at him and start blocking shit.
Yes, they are. They're gonna get at him.
That's a powerful entity to come to be battling with.
They're gonna get him.
I'm not gonna feel bad. I'm not gonna feel bad
Kendrick
for him
was bad,
considering
right?
that they pushed you.
They
pushed you for years.
Yeah.
Which is why I said a couple episodes ago, this nigga should have went independent.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, that's what K-Dot did.
Don't get the bag from them niggas. Go independent.
Yep.
Cause now they feel like they gotta do something, you know, because they don't give you the bag. Yep. And then you outed them. So now they like, nigga, we gotta do something now. We gotta do something about that. You know.
That wasn't smart.
No more contract for this nigga. Or make it to where if he gotta come back to us, it's gotta be less. We gotta give him less now. They're gonna devalue you. So
they're gonna make you say less and take less. Shit.
They're gonna devalue. They're gonna do a reevaluation. They're gonna devalue him. So
yeah. I still wanted to see how the J. Cole would have played out in this situation if he didn't back out.
I think that would have been a better battle.
I think that would have been better because I mean he more culturally, you know what I'm saying.
Yes,
people still love Cole.
Yeah, exactly.
Oh no, I'm still a fan of Cole.
I'm still a fan of Cole.
I'm not gonna ever be a fan of Cole.
Yeah.
I understand
why. Cole's my number one.
I understand why.
He was never my number one, but
yeah.
I understand why he bagged out. And I ain't gonna get into that. But I
feel like other people told him to back out. Like this ain't for you.
They did tell him to back out.
Yeah.
But I also being a fan and knowing his journey.
Yeah.
He about self-reflecting in his mental space. Like the last few years in the business.
Yeah.
He remember when he first was like starting to get success, he would wear jewelry. Now he don't wear. He's trying to find himself in his space.
Right.
In that space.
He didn't want to go down that dark, that dark path.
Which I think he probably did the right thing because it was starting to get dirty and nasty.
Oh no, ain't no probably. He definitely did the right thing because it was those two. You know, you could say Drake got bars. I say Drake got ghostwriters. I say he got some of both. I'm not saying that he don't rap. I'm not saying he don't come up with none of it on his own.
He definitely got both.
He's got both.
You can't lie and say he don't have a writer.
Yeah.
Because the writer done came out.
He's got both.
Right.
He's got both. But what I'm saying is, Cole and Kendrick have always been the two most technical rappers. That's the thing. They are both very technical, but can make songs that make you bop your head. They can make bops, as they call it. I don't know the fucking Gen Z or Gen Alpha fucking lingo. I'm not fucking young no more. But that's what makes all three of them versatile, right? So, but yes, Kendrick was always my number one. Cole was always my number two. When he backed out, you know, it's like, did I look at him like he was soft? For 2 days I did. For 2 days I did. But then I had to think about it like this. He probably looked at it like back in the day. Okay, let's take something different. When M and Royce was beefing back in the day, Royce was frying D12, talking mad shit about M. M wasn't responding like that too much. Both of them are some highly technical ass rappers. Sometimes it's like we both got nukes, if we do this shit, we gonna destroy each other. And that, from my perspective, I think that was part of what J. Cole was like, look, I can get you, you can get me. I'm just gonna sit this one out.
And another part is what I tried to explain last time. And you was like, how can y'all niggas not know that niggas gonna call your name? These niggas is friends. Or they was.
Yeah.
M and Royce were always friends.
Friends, yeah.
And I guarantee you that play a part into why I didn't spill too far out.
He didn't go all the way in.
Well, I guess I'll just look at it slightly different. Because if any one of you niggas diss me, I don't give a fuck. We going at it, nigga. I don't give a fuck. You, Fly, Cadario, Fatal, I don't give a fuck. Anybody diss me, nigga, we all going at it. I don't give a shit. Nah, I will keep it leveled in terms of we all know personal shit about each other. So I'll leave the personal shit off the table because I'm not trying to ruin the friendship unless nukes are used against me. And then, hey, let's all fuck. You want to use the nuke? I can use the nuke too. Right. I'm saying that. I say all that to say that we are all boys. I said it off mic. I consider us family at this point. So no battle is going to change the way I look at you niggas, regardless. Me and Cadario used to battle rap all the fucking time in our teen years. Like, it didn't matter. You know what I'm saying? It didn't change shit. We said some of the most foulest shit to each other. It don't matter. That's still my brother. I don't give a fuck. You know what I'm saying? So I'm saying it's different. Like you say, they were friends, right?
Mm-hmm.
But they weren't friends like on the level the four of us are.
Yeah.
No, these niggas didn't grow up together.
That's what I'm saying.
But they too close.
And
they
like,
too
like
close.
Biggie and Pac was like friends at one point.
Exactly.
But they weren't like in the same clique.
Yeah. Exactly. Yeah, all four of us were the same. That's the whole thing. Yeah, like
And the difference between Big and Pac, it was a lot of real shit going on.
Yeah.
It was a lot of real street stuff going on.
Yeah. Jay and Nas was friends.
Yeah.
Today, yeah. I mean, they weren't all like buddy.
They weren't never cool. I thought they used to.
They was cool, but it wasn't
like they grew up together a little bit. Like they.
Nah.
Who you talking about?
Jay and Nas.
Jay and Nas.
Nah.
Yeah.
I think Jay respected Nas because you had to give your respect to Nas when he came with Illmatic. It was like he blew everything out the way. He said Illmatic Drive, thought we was all dead. He said that. You know what I mean? So he respected him.
Yeah.
But he took the Kendrick thing when he was like Big after Big was gone because let's be honest. Big was around. It wasn't gonna be no, ooh, can he be Big?
Yeah.
Everybody was like, no, Big is that nigga.
Big is the guy.
I don't know what you talking about. But when Big was out the way, it was a hole in New York, and everybody said, who is the one?
Yeah, who's the one?
Yeah.
That's it.
Yeah.
That was that.
Like I say, I just don't understand. Like the last thing I'll say before, so we can move on because we spent way too much time on this shit. The last thing, and I'll give y'all the final word after once I say mine. I just don't understand how. I don't care if we cool. I don't care if we chopped it up in the studio. And I'm talking about industry friends. I ain't talking about y'all. Y'all are pretty much family at this point. We solidified. We locked in.
Yeah.
Industry friends. We cool. We done did a couple tracks together. All right, you cool, bro. We cool. We chopped it up. I ain't saying nothing personal to you, nigga, because you are still my comp. You are still another artist out here. We are competing for sales. We are competing for ears and listeners. We don't really
Go ahead.
What I'm saying is we don't really we rock with each other like we might be cool behind the scenes, but in all reality, nigga, you are still my comp. I ain't never gonna drop my guard to know you still my comp, no matter what. Now, it's different for us. If we out here competing and I lose to one of y'all, hey man, I lost to my brother. Okay, so what? That's my brother, man. Hey, he got if he got the best of me on something, he got the best of me on something. It's different for y'all. It's not the same as if it was somebody else. I ain't trying to lose to. I'm really realistically, I ain't trying to lose to nobody. But I'm saying if I had to lose, If it's to somebody I know, if it's to somebody I known for over 2 decades, cool, no problem. If it's some nigga that I just met 2, 3, 5 years ago, I ain't cool with that shit. That's how I'm saying it. That's how I'm looking at it. But you brought up a good point, Fly, when you said the average person is not looking at it this way because they're not artists.
Mm-hmm.
All three of us, we artists. So of course we're gonna look at it through that lens, and that is the perspective that I'm trying to convey to the audience from an artist perspective. So you brought up a valuable point. I gotta give you that one.
Oh, you're right. I'm gonna wait till her say his. Then I'm gonna say mine.
I just think the whole situation started because Drake feel like he helped him out in his career, and he kind of overlooked him and kind of like sunned him, little broed him. And Kendrick, being from Compton, he noticed that shit and he took it how he took it. So
I took that personally.
exactly. So he took it there, and then when it all blew over, they went in.
Yeah. I think you right, 17, about what you saying. Heard you right. I don't know when he little bro him. I don't know when Drake little broed him. But like with 17 you say like people competing and shit. It's different sides to this game. It's people who coming in and they doing their shit. It's a competitive part, and then it's people who just love doing music and they doing their shit. They have their fans and they just doing their thing like that.
Mm-hmm.
I'm torn with the competitive part, and I'm gonna tell you why. Because on one hand, it's like, yeah, you want to battle and you like to, see where you gauge yourself with other people, and that's cool. But then we got another part that's competitive, that's kind of entwined with this industry part. If you look at this battle is this type of matchup is not new. The more well-liked guy, or people would say pop versus the
polished versus the
I
more
don't know if
edges.
Yeah.
I don't even know rough around. I don't know if you want to say eccentric or whatever. I don't even know that's a good word for it. But the one that's more foot to the culture, he on the ground type guy, I guess.
Mm-hmm.
Jay and Nas was that.
Yeah.
Kendrick and them is like this. It's like it's been these type of matchups, and to me, and sometimes I even question. I'm like, how did these people set this shit up like this? And the only ones who really win is somebody who like a Lucian Grain. These are the only people who win.
Yeah.
These are the only people who win.
I feel it was the same. Big and Pac. Big was the polished, flashy.
I don't think I don't know if that's the same thing. Big and Pac was like they had issues. It was based off some street shit that got out of hand. You know what I'm saying? Like,
yeah.
I don't see a record company. Oh, we gonna put these two together and have them going at each other. No, it was he got shot at the same place that he was.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think it started like that, but that East Coast, West Coast shit wasn't all just them.
No, that was media. The
media
played in it. And the labels got in after the fact. Yes, they. So you're right. They capitalized after the train start rolling.
Yeah.
But that's why I'm torn with this competitive part, because it gets out of hand. These people really don't care about these people when they get out of hand.
Yeah.
And that's why, when we was messenger back and forth during the beat, I wasn't all in it like everybody else was. Because I'm like, one of them might win or something, but who really winning?
Yeah. Exactly.
Who really winning? And to me, the person who's in the game who wins is the ones who doing what they love and they staying safe and they take care of their people. That's the person who wins. You ain't necessarily got. He did win. He's a winner.
Mm-hmm.
And as we got older, I know for sure I got older. I don't give a fuck about too much about that shit. I just want to make the dopest shit I can make, be successful. I don't give a fuck about gauging if I'm better than this one, better than that one. Because the way I look at it is, shit, I'm dope as fuck. That's it. That's all I know. You know what I mean? And there's other dope people out there too. You know what I mean? They do their shit. But that's it. There's no ain't no real competition like that. It's just when you in this business, that's what they do.
I respect it, Fly. I'm just a little more competitive than that.
Yeah,
I mean, that's fine. That's fine. That's fine.
I think me and Hurst a little more competitive.
You're absolutely right, because I don't give a fuck. I don't give a fuck because all of it's subjective.
Yeah,
that's true.
Yeah. All of it's subjective.
Yeah, we look. Me and Hurst, we know this shit. It's like, okay, we know at the end of the day, this shit is all subjective. But in our mind, it's just that one little spot. Like, nah, nigga, you was not gonna be better than me.
And you could. But see, the person who's seeing it like I'm seeing, they ain't seeing it better than me. They not gonna look at it like you better than me.
So how it would be, and I don't mean this that way, Hirsch. I don't mean it that way. But from how it would be like from the dynamic between us three. Mm-hmm. I would be more so on Kendrick's type shit. Fly would be more J. Cole. But Hurst would kind of be more Kendrick too, because it's like he the same way. It's like, nigga, it's
the thing is, if I was Cole, it wouldn't be me into that shit. I wouldn't give a fuck.
Yeah, you probably wouldn't have been. Nobody probably would have been able to talk you into it.
Because this how it would have went if this was us. I'm independent.
Yeah.
But the thing
so I'm making double the money that niggas on the label getting.
Right.
So I don't give a fuck.
Cole actually put out some diss records though.
He did.
Scaled them back.
So he better. Like, I guess he's more than that than me. But I don't give a fuck, because all I'm in here to do is make a living and make the shit I like to make. That's it. I don't give a fuck. Because
Cole was ready to go. He was.
In the
beginning, he was like, what's wrong?
It's two things that he split.
Yeah.
Being competitive and caring about your friends.
Yeah.
He split. Me, I'm like, nigga, I don't give a fuck what your niggas we battle out to get each other. I don't give a fuck. Because why? I'm getting what I want out of this shit. Yeah. An opportunity to make the dope shit and get the money.
Right.
Yeah. Well, I mean, till you stay on, everybody get what they want to get out of it while you. I mean, I heard Lupe say that before. About, he's like, I'm getting what I want to get out of it. Yeah. He made that comment in an interview before, so I get what he's saying.
And I'm glad you brought Lupe up. You know why? Because this is the type of nigga who could eat everybody up.
Yeah, definitely.
But what the industry do?
Yeah.
They killed him. They killed his shit.
See what I'm saying?
Yeah, Lupe will definitely give a nigga some bars.
He rap niggas on the table. He do metaphor. He metaphor the metaphors.
Exactly. Yeah, he had me thinking like, what the fuck?
Exactly. That's my point. So he's definitely one that gets slept on, and
he got classic albums.
The right way.
Yeah,
Absolutely.
See what I'm saying? That's why I say I don't. It's. I'm not gonna lie. It be intriguing sometimes and be fun to watch. But at the end of the day, for me, sometimes I gotta fall back and like, but who winning? Yeah. Who really winning? And if it ain't the nigga
everybody talented, right?
If it ain't these niggas that because I'm an artist, I care about the artist more. And if these niggas ain't winning more and getting more out the vibe, I don't give a fuck.
Exactly.
Yeah.
You looking at the far out picture, the big picture. And a lot of us are stuck in the Roman Colosseum and when watching the gladiators go at each other and all that.
Caesar profiting off of it.
Yeah, I get it. But
that's why I keep trying to tell you, Sefty. I'm like, dog, I'm looking at the whole thing. I'm looking at the whole thing.
That's good, but.
Once you're in the arena, it's like
most of the time
you gotta kill him or kill you.
That's what I'm saying. So most of the time,
I understand.
It's my vantage point. If I'm in it, like I can't look at the bigger picture if I'm on the ground fighting.
No, I understand that. Look, man, it took time for me to get to this point.
Yeah.
So it's not like I don't understand the arena thought process. Because it ain't like I ain't going to defend myself if I need be.
Yeah.
If thrown in the
we know
ring.
that.
But I'm looking at the big picture. It's motherfuckers who play the game, and it's motherfuckers who own the game.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Yep. That's a perfect way to.
What do niggas want to do? Y'all want to keep on playing the game, or do you want to own the game?
Yeah. All right. We're gonna switch. We're gonna switch topics because an hour and 19 minutes in, and we stuck to one fucking topic.
If hip hop get
I know, right?
involved, it's gonna take.
But look, that's the culture. That's literally the culture. So I mean, I'm not mad at it. You know what I'm saying? I'm not mad. It's just, But anyway, all right. So for the audience, look, we're gonna switch gears. We're gonna switch gears completely. Because Fly sent over this clip the other day, and this is a worthy topic. I just titled it "Quality Control."
If your man is with you because of how you look, that's a major red flag. If you find your queen and she looks good, that's a blessing. But your queen should be chosen not by looks, by the quality of who she is. You marry a girl with a BBL, something wrong with you, man. I know a lot of people who tried it. It don't never work because you're marrying somebody with a mental issue.
Is this you being funny or is this really
this
how you
is
feel?
the real, brother.
Ooh, they already don't like his ass.
But they don't. Why they don't like him?
Women, because he speak how he feel.
I'm gonna say this.
Oh, I wanted you to go first because
I'm going first.
Yeah.
People not gonna always like anybody say. Look, man, women are not always going. They don't take shit to the chin like we do. They, you say some shit, they get riled up.
Yeah.
But you gotta respect somebody who being themselves and being true to themselves.
Yeah.
And some women don't even take accountability. And there's women that'll tell you there's a lot of women that don't take accountability.
Mm-hmm.
So why they mad at him? Maybe because he's saying shit loud and he's straight up about it. Now I ain't saying that.
Had the same problem.
Yeah. And be clear. Like when I hear like Corey Holcomb and some of shit he say, I could agree with what he's saying. And I can see why he said that. But it's not like you agree. We need to stop this shit where we gotta agree all the time with somebody say, and if we disagree, we can't fuck with them at all. Like, what are we doing here? What kind of life you living? Like, you agree with everybody? You don't agree with everybody in your house,
right? Humans are complex beings, so
absolutely
everything ain't black and white.
So
shit, not anymore. They getting dumb about a day, but I hear you.
I say as far as pertaining to what he's saying in his clip. He's correct.
Yeah.
If you go strictly off of what this person looked like, you really just throwing away the other half, which is the most important half, is going to be able to make sure you have a sustainable relationship and a long lasting and real relationship. Because, like, when we go on dates not to take somebody out and try to, woo them and shit like that. And we supposed to go on dates to get to know a person and see if they're compatible. They done turned into something else now where, you got to take me on $100 dates. You got to do this, you got to do that. And if you don't do that, he don't care. No. I'm not about to invest in somebody and I don't even know who you are.
I don't even know if I like you or not.
I don't know you. I know I know I like how you look. I know I want to do some things with you.
Right.
But
if that's what you're paying for, then that's a different story.
I mean, you might as well, get a prostitute.
Right, exactly.
You know what I'm saying? But it's a red flag. He absolutely right, because there's so many things that could go wrong. Getting involved with somebody based off their looks and not knowing them, boy, you could get yourself in a situation to where you go over a broad house or a chick house, however you want to say it. You go over to chick house, boy, she set your ass up because you don't know her. You ain't took time to know her.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Like, you mess around, you end up having babies with this female, and then you feel like she done did a 180 on you or 360 on you. And I know, I ain't see this out of her because you ain't take time to know the girl.
Take the time, yeah.
And that goes the same way for y'all women. Y'all need to take time to get to know them, because y'all be saying, see, this nigga need to have this. He need to have that. He need to be this tall. He need to have this money. Who is the nigga? Who is he?
So when he got all this, he got all of this, but every Tuesday he smacked the shit out you.
Because you don't get.
You forgot about that part, huh?
Because you ain't get to the real, to what it
but
really.
He over 6 feet though. He make a lot of money, But he just
because I don't understand. I don't understand the 6 foot thing and shit like that. I don't get that.
Yeah.
I understand why they don't like why they like the money, because they feel like,
security.
If he's getting money, he's secure and whatnot. But that don't mean that relationship is gonna be long lasting. Like, right. And that don't mean he gonna be giving you that shit.
You're right.
Like I said, we ain't too different. Men, whether you broke or you rich, we ain't that different when it comes to certain things. We not somebody who care about themselves. Like, even though if you broke, what you have in common with somebody who rich, who care about themselves, is you not about to take your hard-earned money and invest in somebody who don't give a fuck about you, who really want to just go on dates. They want you to feed them, and they selfish. Mm-hmm. Broke or rich, we don't want to invest in nothing like that.
Yeah.
So they can think that, oh yeah, because he got money, he gonna fuck with me because how I look. Man, he gonna, like Gilly say, take him down and spray him down.
Yeah.
he gonna get his, and then he gonna get you out of there. Like,
yeah, spray him down, kick him out.
Exactly.
I agree with. I agree with what he said. Fly, you said most of it. Looks gonna fade. At the end of the day, you want somebody who's gonna have your back. You know what I'm saying? The part that I don't know if I agree with is when he said, what did he say? The BBL was a mental problem.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know if I would go that far. As I said, it's a mental problem.
He got a case though.
Because that's like, I mean, people do stuff to alter their appearance all the time. That's like braces, and you know what I'm saying. You don't like something about you. You don't like something about yourself. You change it. What's the difference, though? Tell me what's the difference between
getting your teeth fixed,
and
I tell you the difference. I need my teeth fixed. Just being transparent, my bottom broke. I need a fix. Yeah. So you do need your teeth fixed because it could cause problems with your health down the line if you don't get them fixed.
But most people who get them fixed are just from appearance. It ain't about no health or nothing.
Well, I mean, if you want to take that part, okay, let's say they want to do it because of appearance. Their teeth ain't all that bad. They want to do it because of appearance.
Right.
Getting your teeth fixed and then putting an adamant object that wasn't in there before, like putting it in your, like, in these certain areas, and you got to keep on getting this shit fixed. And
yeah,
that's different. That's different.
What if they take fat from one place and put it there? It ain't inanimate no
But
more.
I mean, okay. Look, either way, you like if you ain't nothing wrong with your teeth,
Yeah.
man, you gotta like. Is it that you want to fix yourself, or do you have a problem with yourself?
Right.
That's why I say I think he might have a point.
I see what you're saying. The word mental issue, like
That's a
if
mental
you
issue.
said just insecurities or something like that, I don't know
It's a
if I would use
spectrum when
mental.
it comes to
Yeah.
mental things.
Yeah.
But somebody who constantly doing things to themselves and not caring about why are you doing this? Is it coming from a place where you don't care about yourself?
Right.
That's what I'm saying. That I think he might have a point, but some people is a point. Like some people do really have mental issues with themselves, right? It's a mental thing.
Yeah.
Based on society standard.
Yeah, I feel like if they like keep doing stuff like I got my ass done, now I got my tits done, now you know what I'm saying. If they just keep on,
But
then I say that might be some mentally.
But most of them do because you're gonna have to
unstable.
keep it up. Once you get that stuff, you gotta keep it up.
Yeah.
And
I don't even like that shit, but I'm just trying to,
You want to do
feel
Terry's
like
corner?
I feel like you were a little
He
too
was
far
trying
with
it out.
that.
He was trying a watered down version of it. He didn't want to be
Man.
too blatant with it.
Terry's corner light.
Man.
Oh man. Well, I mean, well, you know how I am. Of course, I agree with all that shit. I agree with everything he said. You know what I'm saying? It could have almost been a hit or miss, but you know, what stuck out to me was basically the beginning about the looks. Now, it'll be 19 years this year. Me and my wife been together. Sound like a broken record. I say this stuff all the time on the show. The point being is, when we first met, we were introduced over the phone. Didn't see each other. And one of the first things we said to each other was, looks don't matter. She was 18. I was 19. We were young. We were young and mature enough to understand.
Yeah, that's what I was about to say. That was a mature stance to be at 18,
we
19.
understood it then. Because what me and her were, it wasn't communicated, but we were on the same wavelength. We were trying to date with a purpose. We wanted to find someone we wanted a partner. We wanted a spouse. We wasn't trying to date to get a feel of, no, we're dating with a purpose. It wasn't communicated. It was just something that we both did internally. So, and when I saw her, it was like, man, okay. I lucked out because I'm like, I find her hella attractive. We had a nice conversation, talked, went on a date the very next day, and I'm like, oh, that's her? Okay, I could work with that. I could work with that. And later down the line, she, we talk about it. She said the same thing. And it's like, so it just kind of, it kind of worked out. And this all ties in. So excuse me if I veer off slightly. Y'all know, like I told y'all off mic prior, I lost my cousin, January 28th, went to his funeral this past week, and my wife went with me, and I'll tell y'all more about that off mic because there's a lot of stuff I'm not gonna say on mic, but she for where the area was, where the funeral was basically, 7 Mile Mound area. And my family, my cousins and stuff, used to live over there. I used to go over there every weekend. And my wife is from the same area. And she said, we were always in the same area. We just never bumped into each other. She's like, we were supposed to be together. And she said that when we was leaving the funeral. And I'm like, the more I think about that, I'm like, she's been saying that for years. I'm like, that's why I said it's all going to come full circle. That's why I brought it back. I veered off and then brought it back. But in her mind, she think we were supposed to be together. Dating with a purpose. Didn't go into it with, I need my man to be 6 feet, 6 pack, 6 figures. None of that shit was in existence back then. People are being controlled by social media to influence what it is. See, a lot of people don't even really know what the fuck they want personally because
they go on social media to find out.
Right. You are going on social media because you're using that to think for you.
The things that they claim they like is not from them, it's from what they see on social media. They think they want those things.
That's what I'm saying. Right. So a lot of people are not even in tune with themselves enough. This is what I say. You shouldn't even be looking for nobody if you're not even in tune to knowing who the fuck you really are. You got to find out who you was. See, for me and my wife, we knew who the fuck we were at a young age. We knew what we wanted, and it just so happened that it worked out and we found each other. And we have our ups and downs, of course, but we chugging along. You know what I'm saying? We making this shit work. So I say that to say, like when he mentioned the BBL and mental illness, well, he's spot on. I fucking agree with all of that shit. And I say that to all the women who want to do all this extracurricular shit with your bodies to try to enhance yourself instead of just banking on your natural fucking beauty. Because I'll tell you this, and you don't have to give a fuck about my perspective. You don't have to like a motherfucking word that I say. And the reason I'm getting aggressive right now is because I know the backlash that men typically usually get when they start talking down about your fake lashes, your fake hair, all that bullshit y'all do. You're a made up person. We can't even see who the fuck you really are.
That's what I'm about to say. Everybody got mental, and all of them crazy.
That's my point. Filters and all this other bullshit that social media gives you to try to make yourself seem better than what it actually is. No, most men want you natural. And that was the beautiful part about when I met my wife. She didn't come all gossied up. She had a t-shirt, some jeans, some Air Force Ones on, and a ponytail. So that was perfect. Now, you say, well, that's just your standards. Yeah, it's just my standards because I don't need all that superficial shit. I need somebody to be down to earth. I need somebody to be real. And the way she presented herself was still sexy and it was real. And so how I see men now, men are coming out on and I don't want to advocate for the social media shit, but men are coming out now saying the quiet parts out loud. Like women, lingerie is cool and all. Throw on the fucking moo-moo. Guys go nuts. My wife put her moo-moo on. I can't keep my hands off her. Don't know what it is about it. Huh?
What is moo-moo?
You don't know what the fuck a moo-moo is? How do you niggas not know what a moo-moo is? Huh? You know that thing, the gown the grandmas and stuff used to wear back in the day? Fucking moo-moo.
I ain't gonna go that far. But
no, y'all, no, hey.
Yeah, I'll take the lingerie.
No. Listen, y'all just ain't there yet. Y'all ain't there yet.
Look.
That's all.
If she mind, I'll take it. However, if it's put in the moo-moo. But
listen,
I know what you're trying to say. I got you.
Listen, okay, y'all. I'm gonna leave that alone. Y'all will get there. But as far as like just in general with all the superficial shit, like, does my wife wear weave from time to time? Yes, and I tell her how much I don't like it. But she does it for her own reason. And I understand why she do it. I get it. I just don't like it. Right? But that's because, hey, when I met you, she wasn't on that. She wasn't doing that. Over the years, things change. I get it. So I'm not upset. You know what I'm saying? I'm like, I don't like it, but I see why you do it from time to time. And it's not like she do it all the time. That's the thing. She don't overdo it. She don't do it all the time. She do it every now and then. So it's like, okay, that's acceptable. I'm fine with that. That's not a deal breaker. You know what I'm saying? But the pushback I'll get is, well, when I met you, I was doing that. When I met you, I had these lashes on. When I met you, I had the long nails. When I met you, I had the makeup on. And what I always go back to is why though? Because men have told you time and time again. This is why I made a fucking TikTok video, and I got women was writing me long ass paragraphs and multiple messages because I said women don't listen to men. Y'all do not fucking listen.
Nope.
They don't
because
care.
we will tell you, what we like and what we don't like, and you will do the fucking opposite of what it is that we say we like. Because y'all are trying to impress women. You are not trying to impress men.
They're trying to impress other women.
So the way I see it, I talk shit. I talk hella aggressive, and I'm married and I have a daughter. They understand who I am. They know who I am. Everybody accepts me because they understand. Women, because I ain't gonna. You remember that video I sent y'all this week? You seen all them fucking clips of women?
I thought she was gonna put that on here today.
No, I was, and I wasn't able to, but I'm gonna use it for next week because there's so much content there. That one video, I can make content for the entire year, just chopping it up. That one video alone. So I'm saying, all those women were complaining about. What were they complaining about? We're the real men. How they tired of living and they want to go to their soft life, or they don't want to do this independent shit no more. All that shit.
What I say? What I say? What I replied to that?
Shit, I forgot, nigga. I was half asleep. I ain't gonna front. I ain't gonna front. I actually forgot.
I said
I can look it up right quick though.
I said they don't want that shit.
It just sound good right now.
They don't want that shit. They be saying, "Oh, I want."
Because they ain't willing to do what it take to get that.
Because what I noticed in that clip is everybody is asking for what this other person is gonna do, and not what do I bring to that person.
Exactly.
Yep. You did.
Selfish.
Yep. Selfish as fuck.
What are you gonna do to get that type of person you want?
I would say something, but it's pretty vulgar, so I'm not going to. I'm going to keep it.
Never stopped you before.
I mean, look, man.
You're trying to grow the show, damn it.
all we want is the respect. Stop being so fucking selfish.
Yep.
You know what I mean? And think of outside of yourself and pour in to somebody else besides yourself. Because the way you coming off, especially the women in the clip, oh, I'm so tired of being by myself. When I'm gonna find somebody.
Look.
Like
it's gonna be. You're gonna have plenty of time because I'm definitely gonna do some chops and because like I said, there's so many videos.
I'm not gonna go too far in it. But what I'm trying to say is, like, look at what you just said about your marriage.
Mm-hmm.
And how long it's been?
It'll be 19 years.
See? All because is the fuel of that is based off of the substance, the shit that really matters.
Yep.
All this other shit don't fucking matter.
Nope.
And it's gonna change throughout the years, but the shit that matter don't. It don't change.
Right.
It still matters. From the very beginning to the end, the shit that matters always gonna matter. All this other shit fluctuate. The money, you can make 100,000 today, you can lose it all tomorrow.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, this grade wasn't always here.
Yeah. Let's say the person ain't got a BBL. They natural got ass and stuff. You have babies and shit, your body change. It's natural.
Mm-hmm.
Exactly.
Are they gonna still love you after that?
Yeah.
They will if they cared about the shit that really mattered.
Exactly.
That's all I'm trying to say. That's all we trying to say.
You good.
That's all we trying to say.
You good, because that's pretty much it. So all right, look, because
so y'all get mad at me, but get mad at your damn selves.
Oh, they gonna get more. They gonna get more mad at what I said than you. But
you ain't saying nothing wrong. You ain't saying nothing wrong.
That's the point.
That's why fix on yourself. Fix yourself.
Oh man. All right, we gonna do some hit and misses because we've been lacking in the last few episodes. So yeah.
Hit or miss. Hit or miss. Hit or miss. Hit or miss. Hit or miss.
Yeah, I forgot how loud that shit was. Forgot how loud that was.
First turned his interface down as soon as it came
As soon as he said hit or miss, I'm like, yep.
Next week it ain't gonna be no warning. All right. We got 3 of them. Depending on the time, depending on we'll be able to get to all 3 of them. We will see. But the first hit or miss for today is called Settling Down. And just so the audience knows, yes, these are kind of relationship related. I know we just had one of those topics we just talked about, but we've had a couple shows where we didn't have relationship topics, and this is to try to make up for lost time.
Let me tell you something. Stop trying to go with me. You bitches that have 1,000,000 one-night stands and meet me and decide you want to settle the fuck down. Like, what is it about me to say I'm boyfriend material? I want to fuck just like the rest of these niggas. I'm not looking for no full-time career in that pussy, bitch. I'm a temp agent. Seasonal. You bitches let these niggas get away with buying you weed and Italian beef, but meet me and now you want to go to the movies and hold hands and shit. Nah, fuck that. Get your itchy ass on. Treat me with the same respect you treat these other niggas with. Talking about I'm something special. Yeah, bitch, special ed. Now let me fuck. Now all of a sudden when it come down to giving me the ass, you want to talk about you want to make sure you making the right decision. Bitch, your life is full of bad decisions. I'm sure I wouldn't be the worst one you made. Get the fuck out of here.
Is that a hit or miss? That is a hit.
I'm trying to turn your life around with me, motherfucker.
See that? See that right there? Prove my point.
Oh my God.
I proved my point.
Oh my God. Before you start, I saw that clip, but I didn't watch the whole thing. I just watched like half of it. I saw, yeah, this is a good one. So this was actually my first natural reaction. Just like, okay, he went in. I appreciate it. You said that's a hit, Hirsch. Okay.
Yeah, that's it.
What's
don't try to restart the don't try to hit the reset button with me, motherfucker. You start with one of them other simps. Everybody else in the community done smashed and kicked you to the curb. Now you want to come up talking about some, let's go on a date.
You know why? You know why?
What say you, Brother Fly? Is that a hit or a miss?
I say it's a hit, but it's a hit because of how you think you're gonna go and then try to change somebody up and shit and their whole program. This is who they are. You know what I'm saying? And it goes to say like the Corey Holcomb thing. What I was saying in the like. See, they thought they gonna give this and nail this dude down because they perceive him to have money. He might do. He might does. Mm-hmm. But see how they try to change and shit for this nigga because they perceive that he got this paper, so they thinking, oh, I need this right here, so I'm gonna do this and do that. And this nigga like, I don't want you.
Yeah.
See what I'm saying? That nigga right there just told y'all, and he's the one supposed to have some money. He don't want y'all like that. He just want to smash.
Yeah. Surprisingly, that's a miss for me.
What?
Yeah, and here's why. The thought just came to my mind like just now, and I ain't pulling no Terry's Corner bullshit.
Yeah, right.
I look at it this way, and believe me, You women don't need any more fucking bailouts, okay? So I'm not your fucking ally. The thing I thought about was, at some point, we do have to allow room for growth, right? Now, hear me
I
out.
agree with that.
Hear me out. I say that because they say once a hoe, always a hoe. There may be some truth to that. You can't turn a hoe into a housewife. We all know the hoe. We know the hood tropes. We know the antics. We know the sayings. But what I'm saying is, for some girls out there, I do sympathize that it might have been misled by men, because we can manipulate
100 times though.
No. I'm not talking like, I'm not talking about the extreme cases. I'm not talking about the actual whores. Okay, they can't be redeemed. But I am saying, for a girl who's kind of tested the waters a little bit, went with one person, and maybe it got the short, I don't want to say that, short end of the stick. I don't mean it that way, but maybe, in other words, she could be someone that was dating with a purpose, and you just went for the wrong guys, and they all just they told you what you wanted to hear, and they just want to hit and smash whatever and whatnot. Because men do that. I'm not going to sit up here and lie and say we don't. We do that shit.
They do. Right.
So
those niggas do.
If this was any other day, that'd be a hit for me. But it's a miss today, because I was just thinking about it. Like, at some point, if you want to mature and grow and be responsible, I know women don't take accountability for shit. Let me look right in the camera and say, you fuckers don't take accountability for shit. Y'all don't. Most of y'all. Most of you. But there are some out there that be like, you know what? I probably gave it up a little too easy. It's probably been a trial and error for them, a learning process. They probably didn't have someone in their ear to actually coach them. They probably didn't get good advice. I'm not, again, going back to what I said, not bailing y'all out. But I'm saying certain situations do exist where, hey, you might have had, you might have got, I don't want to use the term passed around, but people in the hood, like, she messed with this person, that person. And it's like, now people looking at her like she a hoe because she done messed with 4 or 5 dudes. I'm saying, not all. Some people in some minds, oh, she a hoe, so she gave it up to these people, so she gonna give it up to me. When in her mind, she might be like, these was all mistakes. I shouldn't have did this shit. I should have learned the first 2, 3, 4 times. But everybody don't learn at the same holding pattern. Everybody don't learn at the same pace. So at a certain point, she might say, I got to do better. So I realized the mistakes I made with these 3, 4, 5 guys, and I'm not going to make these mistakes. And she might be trying to try a different path, Right. But here's the part. Okay. Here's the part where it stops. Here's the part where the miss stops. A lot of y'all have a specific type of man that y'all want, and it's usually the bad guy, and you like the bad guy because he's appealing to you. And so a lot of you don't know how to turn that switch off and look for something that's not your normal. It's kind of hard to get out of your type because that's what you like. So many people tend to stick in their own lane. And most women, have this false perception of, I can change him. That's your first mistake. Your first mistake is thinking that you can change a man, because most men are not susceptible, and most men don't like change. Most of us don't. We like predictability. Most men get stuck in their ways. They like what they like. Okay. And there's nothing wrong with that on either side, men or women. But what I'm saying is, if you have demonstrated that you have bad judgment and making bad decisions in the potential partners that you pick, then that's some growing that you have to do. That's something you have to fix. So this is why it was a miss, only from the standpoint of, I got to give you some room to grow. Now, I'm not talking about the people who'd been passed around.
I think
the hood
that's
a million times. That ain't who I'm talking about.
He was talking about in the video.
I get it, but
people can change. I got you. People can change, and that's why I say it's only a hit for me from the standpoint of that last part that you just said, is that they thinking they gonna get with this dude that's gonna, like, you can't change people, and you keep on going with the same person, and for your own, whatever your reasons is, if somebody don't know any better, I'm not. That's like you said. That's the part I don't agree with him. Is like if she don't know no better, if she ain't knowing no better, she ain't, and it's some things internal that she need to work on. I don't agree with being an asshole.
Yeah,
you know what I'm saying. Don't be no asshole with somebody. If you out here robbing niggas and getting niggas, and you trying to get a nigga for his paper, and then you trying to get with a nigga, and you trying to, I'm going to try to change things up. He not going to be acceptable to that because why you came at him a certain way, and he going to accept you a certain way, and he going to roll with that script.
exactly.
Yep, we on the same page.
I'm a big believer in fool me once, shame on you. Fool me twice, shame on me.
Yeah.
So I'll give them a few passes, but if they just keep getting, slutted out by everybody, don't come to me trying to be, you know what I'm saying?
It's thin. That's why I say I understand. That's why I say it's a thin line. That's why I said
if you get misled, you'll learn like, okay, I ain't dealing with this type of person no more. But if you still doing the same shit over and over, and then you just decide one day, I'm gonna change, and nah.
I get it. So all right, we gonna move on to the next one. I probably ain't gonna have time for 3, but this one, this one, yeah. So this one is titled "Appropriate or Inappropriate."
Man got me messed up. I know you just did not throw my flowers, my gift that I received from my boss. I know you did not do that, Cedric. What is wrong with you? What is wrong with you? I received these gifts from my boss. It is Valentine's Day. Hey, let me tell you, I've been at my job for 15 years. I deserve a gift. There's nothing wrong with me getting a gift from my boss. And what is wrong with it? You should appreciate it. I'm the one that's holding it down in this house. If you don't like it, well, where you gonna sleep tonight? I wonder where you gonna sleep tonight. Where are you gonna sleep tonight? Because you're not gonna sleep here because you're not gonna be throwing my gift that I received from my boss. No, sir. No, I don't think so. No. No, you need to leave. You need to leave. Now, you need to leave. Now, you got 5 seconds to leave. 4, 3, 2, 1.
That shit was staged.
Listen, I thought the same thing.
Why is y'all recording this?
Exactly.
They trying to get some conversation going.
Exactly. So the stage part aside, the situation in itself, because the situation does occur. Is it appropriate? Is it a hit or miss for a boss to be giving flowers and stuff like that for Valentine's Day to your spouse? That situation, is that a hit or a miss for you?
Come on, man.
So we only talking about the giving of flowers, or how he threw the shit.
Well, I'm saying it's kind of all wrapped in one. I mean, because if it's a miss, then it's like, man, it's harmless.
Well, I'm gonna have to break it down into a couple things. Then,
all right,
it's a miss as far as throwing the shit. Like you ain't gotta throw her shit. You know what I'm saying? Like, she come on with it. She got it from her boss. Okay, you ain't gotta throw her shit. Now, I got questions. And one question is it something like, has he been having issues with her boss, or her boss be doing stuff all the time? Or is it just she got a cool relationship with her boss and her boss buy her stuff? The thing I'm kind of on, I'm not okay with him throwing it, but I am like, okay, how far is her boss going as far as, overdoing it? You know what I'm saying? We're giving her stuff for Valentine's Day. It's like it's your employee. You shouldn't go too far. Like I bought stuff for my coworkers and stuff for Valentine's Day before. Now I know, and I ain't get everybody flowers and shit and stuff like that. It's just I bought little stuff to pass around to everybody, like you do in school and shit.
Yeah.
So I've done that, but I don't know all this stuff that she got. I'm like, that's a lot, but I don't know her relationship with her boss.
Yeah. All right. Well, what say you, Hirsch? Is that a hit or a miss?
What are we hitting and missing again?
Is it appropriate or inappropriate? So if it's appropriate, it's a hit. If it's
missed out.
Okay.
Valentine's Day is a holiday of, love and, what I'm saying, romantic type shit. So your boss ain't supposed to be giving you shit for Valentine's Day. Especially, the opposite sex. So yeah, I say that's a miss.
Yeah, and that's a miss, hands down. If my wife is very vocal, like she is one of those wives who prides herself on being married. So she's quick to say, my husband. She's very open about it. So it's like, if you're still giving my wife things like that and she's married, that's inappropriate to me. Because my wife would think it would be inappropriate if I did that to another woman.
Mm-hmm.
If I bought another woman anything,
especially Valentine's Day.
That's my point. So
Christmas or
fuck no. Like, don't buy my wife shit, dog. You buying my wife something that's crossing the boundary. That's crossing the line. Boss or not. Like, I don't give a fuck. Don't no.
The stuff he got, it was looking a little overboard.
I would have ripped that shit up too. I'd have threw that shit down too. I sure would. I agree with everything he did. I'd have burned that shit. I'd have set a small fire in the house.
But I wouldn't have thrown her shit.
Got to send a message.
I wouldn't throw her shit, but I would question her because I can't stop a nigga from doing what he gonna do.
That's true.
She can.
That's why I question her.
She can stop it. Yeah, she can be like, nah.
That's why I would question. That's why I would question her.
Right.
Well, that's why my reaction would have been that way, because it's like, obviously, I can't get to him. So you're the receiver. You've received this gift. So I'm gonna burn that shit. So you understand my disdain and my displeasure from it. Because what did you think in your mind was okay with you bringing this shit home to flaunt to me about what another man bought you? What in the fuck did you think? Because clearly you're not logical. Why did you think that was okay? Because if I brought home some shit that another woman brought me, what bitch bought you this?
Yeah.
So
he was absolutely correct. I'd have did the same exact shit. I did worse though.
This reminded me of one time. Somebody, one of my exes, for some time from years back.
Yeah.
Our birthday came around. This dude, like everybody, it was a good amount of dudes at the job that liked her, but she was with me, right?
Yeah.
And one of the guys bought her flowers and shit.
Mm-hmm.
And everybody was kind of looking like, I don't know about that. What I do? Yeah, take them home. Because he ain't getting nothing but give her flowers. I smashed that night. So that's why I'm like, throwing the stuff, I want to throw it. But all the stuff that he gave her, this woman in this picture, I'm like, that's a little excessive. If he gave her a card or something and she gave everybody in there a card, and then that's different. You know what I mean? He bought all kind of shit, and I'm
Flowers
like,
and balloons and shit.
flowers. No.
He's like, nah.
and I would question,
just living together.
and I would question her. I would question everybody because you cannot stop these niggas from shooting their shot.
Absolutely.
It's on her to be able to block it. Like her says, she got to say no and say no. This is not acceptable. I can't take this.
But in that video, the fact that she not only accepted him, brought him home and flaunted him.
That's what I'm saying.
What made sense is at the end when she said, "Oh, I'm paying for everything." So that told me everything I need to know right there.
That's why
why she felt comfortable.
And that's why I said, what is what's going on with her and her boss? Because it sounds like that this might have been an issue.
It sounds like she's trying to find a way to break up with him and kick him out.
Yeah, I mean, but if it ever gets to that point, like if y'all are not comfortable with the dynamic in your relationship, your marriage, if the woman makes more money than you, and I'm not gonna get into that because we're gonna save that topic for another episode. But in other words, if it's just something you can't deal with, then y'all need to make the proper adjustments before it comes to a head, and then people's emotions get out of control, and then this is how bad things happen. Him ripping the stuff up like that and all of that, that's a natural reaction for a guy. That I mean, listen, people will try to say we're supposed to be evolved. It's 2025. It's still a fucking year. Next year this is 2026. This is happening in 20. Yes, motherfucker, because evolution takes a long fucking time. It doesn't happen. Oh, we're supposed to be more evolved than we were 4 years ago. No, motherfucker, we in the exact same spot. That shit is incremental. Okay, people don't just evolve like that. It doesn't happen like that. So people in their delusional mindsets of you thought it was okay to bring a gift home from a man. You didn't even have the common sense to lie and say, look, my homegirl got me this.
Right.
He wouldn't have believed you, but I mean, at least do that.
That's cool that she didn't lie. It's good that she didn't lie.
Well,
so I can say he can know it's real.
That's what make me think she's trying to break up with him.
I
don't respect you enough to not do that.
Yeah,
I'd rather her lie. Yeah. Go ahead and lie. No, not lie. I'd rather tell the truth.
Yeah.
Tell me the truth so I can know what to do after this.
Yeah.
Not a ball in my court. I decide whether or not I want to deal with you or don't deal with you at all.
Yeah.
All right. Well, we're not going to get to the third one like I thought. I figured we wouldn't. So I will ask the question of the day because I got to bring this stuff up. It's not even a big one. It's just pertaining to what the topics we were already talking about. Question of the day. Is love still worth looking for?
I don't want to say looking for. I say it's worth having.
Well, I said that because I see a lot of people that be saying they're single and they're becoming, discouraged and detracted and don't want to date no more and all of that. That's where I was coming from because I see a lot of that.
Yeah. The reason I say what I'm saying because I'm looking at it different. Like I think you get whole with yourself by loving yourself and caring about yourself and focusing on doing your thing, and you kind of just attract and get around that person, I guess.
I mean, you still gotta put yourself out there. You can't just sit in the house.
But when you care about yourself, you're gonna approach dating different. Like if you out there looking for it, you constantly going on dates all the time and constantly getting let down, and it deters you from wanting to go on it because you taking so much out of yourself, putting it into whether this is gonna go good or not.
Yeah.
So when I say it's worth having and not looking for, I'm not saying that you sit in your house because they're not about to knock on your door.
Exactly.
Right.
Just I would say take the expectation out of it. Work on yourself. Make sure you're
Exactly.
good. Take the expectation out of it and put yourself out there.
Yeah.
You run into it.
Yeah.
I would say it could be. But it depends on what you're looking for. If you're dating with a purpose and you're not dating for superficial reasons, yeah, it could be worth it. But you are what you attract. And if you find yourself attracting a bunch of this is the end of the episode, so I can say it. If you find yourself attracting a bunch of ain't shit ass niggas, it's probably something that ain't shit about you.
Go back to the drawing board and fix up something else.
That's it. and at the end of the day, it go back to what y'all said. You gotta do that self-reflection. You gotta do that self-work. Work on yourself. And once you do that, because I don't like to say healed. That's a fucking pop sugar bubblegum term, right? You gotta heal. You gotta heal. You gotta heal. All you gotta do is go and think. Yes, I get it, but it's just oversaturated.
That's because a lot of people who talking that shit, they ain't doing that shit.
Exactly. That's
when you gotta heal yourself. That means after you get out of a relationship, you take time. That's why I'm saying take time for yourself, and this is somebody who has been going through a breakup. So I'm telling you, like ground zero.
Yeah.
Like, yes, you're gonna have to take time for yourself, because if you just they dropped you or you dropped them, no matter however it happened, and you just jump out there, you're not gonna be ready enough mentally to deal with it, because you ain't dealt with the understanding of, okay, this is over. I'm not with this person anymore. So you won't be backsliding or get caught with triggers and all that type of stuff. You approach the new situations with a new energy and a new perspective. You know what I'm saying? That's what I mean by heal. Like, take time for yourself. But I think everybody. I don't like this shit that's people just like opting out of love and shit. Like we done got to the point where everybody on this single shit. But
it's gonna be a dark ass world. We get fully to that.
It's so many people going, but then there's people who finding out. Because it's funny, because now a lot of women who at first was saying, "Oh, I'd rather be single." Now they finding out that I want to be loved. Because we human beings and we really be needing each other. That's the truth.
Yeah.
That's the truth.
Even introverts.
Yeah, I'm an introvert, kinda.
Yeah.
So I'm like, man, like, you think God made two people and He just made them just to make them? God ain't make shit. God did not just make shit just to make shit. It's like two pieces of a puzzle that fit together. Now, if you on some other stuff, you got a different opinion.
Two puzzle pieces that don't fit together.
I'm gonna let that go. I ain't saying nothing. I'm gonna stay away from that shit.
Yeah.
I'm gonna stay away from it.
I'm saying that because I'm talking about in terms of.
We can end the show.
I'll talk about in terms of those type of relationships. Women that like men and men that like women.
All right. We gonna send the sayonara. Y'all be remember to like, comment, and subscribe. Should have said it at the fucking beginning. If you made it fucking 2 hours and 12 minutes in, you are a trooper. You are a real one. You are definitely a real one. And that means if you made it this far, that means the conversation was that enticing to make you actually want to listen to us. So remember to please like, comment, and subscribe. It will help us. We're trying to grow the channel. It's happening very slowly, but we're still trying. We're still going to keep doing this. And
don't be a talker. Don't be a talker. Be a walker. And follow us everywhere like a stalker.
Y'all be safe out there. We'll see y'all next week. Peace out.
Peace.